Hi gang, welcome to video number 2. The first video seems to have worked out really well. I mean, I got lucky. I decided to do the bond market because the bond market is the single most important chart in all of financial markets, and depending upon what that bond market does, that's what the stock market's going to do. And in case you noticed, the early part of the week they had a bad inflation number, bond market drop, stock market changed complexion. So we're off to a good start. But I've had a lot of interesting comments from that video, and people wanted to know what the Gann calendar was all about. So I'm going to give you a sample of the Gann calendar. And what the Gann calendar is a mechanism I stumbled into. I created this about 5 years ago. It's very accurate and it embeds within the pattern. And we're mixing this up. I'm not doing that many slides. We're mixing this up with some PowerPoint slides that I did, which have been taken from my money show presentation last year in Las Vegas. So let's get started. What is the Gann calendar? It's a wheel that measures the daily vibration of the orbit of the Earth, and each day of the year has its own specific vibration. This is how turns in the market calibrate to the orbit of the Earth, and what you're going to find that this is the most, in my opinion, the most precise cycle tool for swing position and investors. So if you're a person that's looking at any type of daily chart, if you swing trade, you go back and forth from hourly to 180 to daily charts, even weekly charts. Well, you're not going to get the Gann reading on a weekly chart, but you have to look at it on a daily chart. What you're going to find is that once you start looking at it with the Gann numbers on it, you'll feel naked looking at a daily chart without the Gann numbers. I can't look at a daily chart without Gann numbers anymore. And so this is a square 9 grid that I'm going to demystify. And basically, we start over here on March 22nd, and it follows a whole 360-degree circle. The Earth has an elliptical orbit, so I've had to work and massage and make this work and take a 365-day year into a 360-degree circle. Okay? Now, here's what I am going to tell you. So I don't want feedback on this. I have the exact calculations for this Gann calendar, and it's embedded in a manual that I did called Missing Link Volume 1, where I do a teaching on the Gann calendar. So you're just going to have to trust me for today because I'm not giving you those calculations, but I am showing you how it works, that everything's right. And you know what? 5 years later, this methodology has passed the test of time. It's more accurate. It's better than I thought. Okay? So let's move on. Now I'll show you part of this first, although I know it's going to be hard to see. I have another slide coming right behind this. But this is a Gann calendar. This is the Gann calendar for the first part of the recent bear market that went from November 2021 in the NASDAQ all the way into October 2022. So I just want to give you some kind of a flavor for how this works. The high for the original top, and yeah, this is the NASDAQ, okay? And I'm going to show you the Dow as well. The NASDAQ top on in November 2021 was 664 weeks up from the bottom in 2009 with a low price of 1265. And some of you might know that the low price in the SPX was 666. So 65s and 66 are very important to the market. Gann would tell you that 2/3 is very important, but I don't think that Gann really ever gave a practical application and explained how this stuff works and how it can benefit you on a daily basis. Okay, so let's just go over a few of these things so you can get some kind of an idea of what the heck it is that I'm talking about. Okay, so as it turned out, the top was on November 22nd at 241 DG day of the year. Every day has a different day of the year. I have the grid in the manual, and yeah, while all of this stuff is free, if you're interested in that manual, email me at lucaswaveman@gmail.com and I'll give you more information. That manual is $50 and there's a nice bonus just attached to that for watching this video. And a lot of you are new, so I know you'll need that bonus. In any event, let's take a look at some of these calculations and see how this embeds. I'm not going to get into all of this stuff because not everything applies to what we're talking about in this video. But what I can tell you is the fact that the first leg down is 143 days, 143 trading days. Then we had a tremendous rally into August 16th. You might remember August 16th, 2022. August 16th was the 144 DG vibrational day of the year. It's right here, okay? And so what does that mean? First, we had 140, let's just say with the margin of error of 143, 144 days down. Stops going up on the 144 DG vibrational day of the year. Folks, that's not a coincidence. And it was even better simply because the top was at 664 day at 144. The difference is 263 degrees. So 263 degrees from the 664 week high created a 64% retracement back to the prior high. Okay? The calculations are all there. I ain't doing them again. You'll just have to trust me. Okay? It works. It's real. Let me go over this one more time. 664 weeks up, 263 DG at the point in time that it's 144 degrees. That's August 16th. After 143, 144 days down, and it was the 64% retracement back to its prior high. Okay? I mean, that's a lot. So what you need to do is just take a little inventory about how all this stuff works. And yeah, you know what? Look, the next high was 12,269, and this is 169 DG 169 DG difference. So this just keeps working and working and working. Okay, so let's put this one up. That was the NASDAQ. This is going to be the Dow. Okay, the Dow has a little bit of a different configuration, but you could see that August 16th was also the high here, and December 13th was another important high, was the 262 DG vibrational day of the year. Okay, but here's the reason I'm showing you this particular chart because this is fascinating. From that all-important October low in 2002 to the end of this pullback, which came from the 262 DG vibrational day of the year, this is 153 calendar days. Not only was it 153 calendar days, but March 15th was the 354 DG vibrational day of the year. Okay? Folks, that's not a coincidence. So that was that low. Then it rallies, then it pulls back, and in this case, here we had 153 calendar days. Here we had 154 trading days. And I have to reiterate to you that this is not a coincidence. This is how this whole thing works. And there's more here, but that's like the most important part. So let's move on. Okay, so let's get to the silver chart. I mean, all this works on all these different situations, but here's a situation that could help you in trading. Okay? On this setup for silver, September 7th, that's the 165 DG vibrational day of the year. Okay? 63 degrees later at November 9th, which is 228. Well, look what we have. 165 day of the year. We have a drop of 312 points. We have a rise of 189 points. So 312 over 189 is 1.65. So you got 165 here. You've got 1.65 here. And folks, that is the sell signal. Now, I'll have to do other videos on replication. So let me just go over replication for a minute. One of the most important revelations that I've ever stumbled into for buy and sell signals, and believe me, this stuff works. It works better than you could possibly imagine, is this thing called replication. Now, replication is where the market, and I'm talking about all markets, what they do is they replicate the same number over and over in different ways. For instance, in this case, you have the Gann vibrational day of the year. In the next situation, you have the retracement value. In the next sequence, it could be 65 bars. It could be 65 hours. It could be 65 minutes. Or the price could just simply end at 65. But when you see these things, you will know that this is exactly what the market is trying to do. Let's just look a few of these others right here. And this comes from my Vegas show. And we have a situation, the May 15th low, 54 degrees, to the next low on 7/26 is 69 degrees. 54 to 123 is 69 degrees. Why is that important? Because it's a 70% retracement. So the distance in the orbit of the Earth, which I already explained to you, is matching the retracement value. And I have to tell you that aside from replication, another one of the important revelations I came into very early on is retracement technology. Most Fibonacci type traders only understand the fact that retracements are 38, 50, 61, or 78%. I'm here to tell you that a retracement value can be any value, and what ends up happening is that it replicates. So here in this case, you've got 2311 points up, 16.29 points down. The ratio is 141, right? Now look where this P thing peaks. On August 13th. What is August 13th? I already told you that August 16th is the 144 DG day of the year. Well, August 13th is 141, which matches this. Now do you understand why I tell you how it's embedded in the pattern the way it does? So the proof of the pudding in why my Gann calendar works is because the figures that I show you for the DG vibrational day of the year embeds very nicely into the pattern. It embeds into the pattern so nicely, it's actually mind-boggling. Here's another situation. Okay, so here's what we have here. 6/1/70 DG day. This is GWPH. It's a GW Pharmaceuticals. 8/7 is 135. That's a 65 DG difference, and it's a 66% retracement. It speaks for itself. But here's the deal, gang. All of this stuff has been hiding in plain view our entire lives, waiting for Gann to tell us how to do this, which he never did. And I don't know, I just kind of stumbled into it, okay? I can go on and on and on. But here's the last one that I wanted to show you. The time difference but from this high to this high is 54 degrees. But the low is 154 degrees. And I'm here to tell you that that is not a coincidence. And we're not going to get into all of this right now, but you could just see from the presentation that I did in Vegas that it's chart after chart after chart after chart. Okay? Now, the way to reach me is you can email me information for more information about the manuals at lucaswaveman@gmail.com, and you can get more information about all this. Okay, so I'm going to wind down for right now. This video has gone longer than the others that I've done. You have a pretty good understanding of what the Gann calendar is. It's for you for swing traders, for position traders, and investors. And I'll tell you, and I'll leave you with this. Well, I don't have a chart right handy. When you're looking at a pattern on an intraday basis, now let's just say that the particular day that we're looking at would be August 16th. It's the 144 DG vibrational day of the year. What you'll find on 1-minute charts and 4-minute charts and intraday charts is the pattern lining up and ending either on a 44 or 44 units or some combination of 44, which shows that the pattern, the intraday pattern is absolutely being influenced by the orbit of the Earth. Okay? Look for you in the next video. Have a great day.